Welcome to the Real Chat Podcast,
where we talk business, lifestyle, and mindset.
For the modern entrepreneur.
I'm Baxter Colburn.
I'm Allison Elise.
I'm Mandi Wilkie. Let's chat.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to another episode of the Real Chat Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Allie. I'm sitting here with Baxter to my left.
Hi, guys.
Mandi to my right.
Hello.
We are kind of nearing the end of like what is considered our first season of the podcast. And
do you guys think we can be like friends? Like the friends like that was 20
Contractually,
seasons?
I'm only obligated for season by season, so I won't talk to you for the next 5 months.
Okay, Ross.
I feel like we've had some really amazing conversations.
Yeah.
And I think across
Fun
the
guests.
board, we enjoy sitting here and chatting with each other on a weekly basis and talking about some tough topics, you know, triumphant topics, business related things that are between, you know, successes and failures. And having amazing guests on the show, I think has been really cool and eye-opening for me too, because I've gotten to know you guys on a level of just, I don't know, further than just like professional relationship and friendship. And it's been really fun. So I think that we kind of came to an agreement that it would be fun to just do like a rapid fire question for one of our last episodes and just have fun with it.
I like it. Yeah, I think that should be a fun way to do it because, like you said, we talk about so many different things and we've had great responses from people that have listened, and we want to continue to encourage folks to reach out, whether that's messages, whether that's comments. Like, please continue to do so. We've had a lot of off-air things from people, texts, emails, calls, etc. as well. Like, please continue to do that.
Yeah.
As we start to shape our second season here in the next hopeful month or so.
Totally. Yeah. I think merging the business and real life, you know, topics is really important too, to keep it relevant and to keep it exciting and hopefully to have you guys keep coming back and listening to us. So Baxter, you had some questions on your phone that I really liked. I guess, Mandi, do you have anything on your head right now that you can think of as like a rapid fire question? Because my brain is still a little bit on vacation. I'm not going to lie.
Oh my God, you've been back for like a week and a half.
By the time of this recording, you'll have been back for like 3 weeks.
But time out. I'm going to probably be on a trip whenever this
she
episode
just didn't even come
out.
back from vacation.
No, it's just like
because
still
she's like,
there on the plane. It's just always going to be
This is
there.
Allie's last
back, I'm
episode. She's
going.
moving to the Cayman Islands.
oh my God.
I'm out of here.
Turks and Caicos. She's out of here.
Oh my gosh, what a dream. So one of my rapid fire questions is, if you have a chance to vacation, do you choose a beach destination or do you choose the mountains?
Anywhere with my love.
Oh,
Home is where you are.
Stop it.
Who's going first?
You.
Listen, can I rephrase it a little? I'm going to pick a cruise every time.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah,
not something I would choose.
I would not.
I wouldn't have either until I went on one a year and a half ago, and now I've been on 4.
Interesting.
And I have more booked. So here's the thing. I love the ocean. I don't love the beach.
Okay.
I don't love sand in my butt cracks and butt cracks.
Wow. Multiple?
I don't love all the
I have a follow-up question.
my chin. I don't. All right, we're gonna need to
Derailed. It's fine. Continue.
I don't like sand in my butt cracks. I can't.
I don't think many do.
You enjoy like the sunshine, the
I
tropical.
love the sun. Here's what I love about a cruise. I don't have to worry about an Uber.
True.
I never touch my luggage. Someone brings it to my room and delivers it for me. I never have to worry about a meal or where I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
All those things are options. The shows are right there. I love that. Yeah. So I would probably pick a cruise for like always, but you know, I love a good mountains in Tennessee or, you know, a little lodge in Vermont. I love that thrown in there.
What do you think,
I'm not going to say no
Baxter?
to vacation. Period. That's where it is.
I'm biased. I grew up in the beach and the beach weather, right? So that's what I was going to ask before is like, who's choosing? If I'm choosing, I would rather go tropical. If Rachel's choosing, we're going to go to the mountains.
Yeah.
You know? So I have nothing against the mountains, but I love everything tropical. I love the ocean or the Gulf, the beach, everything that comes with that, just because that's what I was raised on for almost 8 years and enjoy it every time I'm back. I just love the palm trees and everything that goes with it.
Okay.
Even though it would seem as though I would probably choose tropical, I would be hands down mountains every day.
I would have guessed that about you. Yeah,
I also
like
enjoy
go on a
being
hike in the mountains by yourself.
When it comes to my
in an
job,
adorable outfit in case she gets attacked, she's gonna look good.
Camera's heavy.
Yeah.
When it comes to my job, there's nothing that beats the mountains, the view of the mountainscape, and I'm obsessed with it. So
I love that.
Short answer, quick.
Short answer. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Okay. One of my quick questions for you are: do you prefer sweet or savory snacks? Sweet or savory snacks?
So I'm just chocolate.
Chocolate, so sweet.
Yeah, but just chocolate. Like I don't want apple pie. I don't want pumpkin cake. I don't want any of that. I want chocolate.
What is ice cream?
I would call that sweet.
Then that's it.
Yeah, I would have ice cream every day.
Sweet. I would eat ice cream every day in a perfect world as well.
Same.
Oh.
And not like the paleo style ice cream.
No. Like Blue Bunny.
Yeah.
Like with magic shell.
Reese's Pieces.
I love magic
and Reese's
shell.
peanut butter cups chopped up and put on top.
Yeah,
oh
that
gosh.
sounds really good.
Is it Cold Stone?
Oh my God, it's been growling for the
so
past 3 hours.
Where are we going for lunch?
So good.
No, Cold Stone's custard. That's different, right?
Yeah, it's totally different.
What is considered savory? Am I
like
true
pretzels?
blonde?
Salty.
Oh
Salty.
shoot! Yeah, I love
sweet
that
versus
too.
salty. Like I would rather go salty over sweet personally.
Okay, so like I don't grab for chocolate more than I grab for like pretzels and chips.
I'd go for chips. I'd rather go for chips.
I
or
like
crackers.
Can we say both? I think
Absolutely,
we're all both.
you can.
We're all both.
I'm more salty than I am.
Certain time of the month, I would definitely choose ice cream, sweet.
Interesting.
But
Okay,
on
I
like
have
a
one.
random Tuesday, I would choose chips.
Okay, so we're all both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All both.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect date night in Green Bay. Perfect local date night in Green Bay. What would you do, Baxter?
I would start with going to dinner at either Island Sushi or Umi Sushi. My wife and I are big sushi fans.
There's a new sushi place that just opened up in Green Bay.
Where's that?
Don't ask me where it is, but ask the followers. Ask the listeners.
Ask the people.
They know.
People, where is it? Mandy, do you have a beat on
sushi
this
place
yet?
that opened. Okay, anyway.
I don't.
Interesting. Okay. I would say starting there, and then if it's like the summertime, I would love to go and watch the sunset. There's a hill by my old apartment that we would go sledding by, and I would love to get a blanket and put the blanket down and watch the stars and watch the sunset. And because I'm super sappy, I would play my wedding song with my wife, and we would slow dance under the stars.
That's so sweet.
Well, if you're out there listening,
you're romantic.
Yep. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. He's in the mood. It's the mindset.
Hopeless romantic.
I love that. That's amazing.
Thank you. I love that.
This takes me a while to think about, actually. If it's winter.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to make the questions
just what's
difficult. Like right now, tomorrow night, if you were going out for Valentine's, what would be your...
So, yeah, I guess like my husband would take me to the Union Hotel because that's where we go on Valentine's Day.
Oh, I love that.
The Union Hotel up the street here.
Down the street.
Down the street, up the street.
Depends on which way's up.
Over there.
That way.
Really good
Union
food.
Hotel, love it.
I mean, I love Mexican food.
Same.
So I like going to Caliente and I like getting a quesadilla and a margarita. And then I am like a big car girl. I like driving around and like.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love road trips. I love going anywhere where I can see new sights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe going like down by the water, and sunset is always a good thing too. I like watching the sun go down, sunrise, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big sunset fan. I got ruined with those down in Naples.
They never get old.
No.
They just never get old.
Never.
No.
They're gorgeous.
No.
What about you, Mandy?
I'm thinking if I'm doing summer, because now you threw that out there.
Sure.
Right? If I'm doing summer date night, a round of golf anywhere. I love to play
Sign me
golf.
up.
Anywhere, or be on the boat. I love to be on the boat in the summer. So either of those.
Is that a date though? Like just the two of you doing this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just asking the clarifying question. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
The big guy does.
Well, have him invite me with you.
You can come. I'm open to invite.
Can we do a live show on the boat?
Yeah.
Can we be in inner tubes? Can we be floating?
Well, he has a tube. We can tube on back.
That's fine.
Go on the boat.
I want to go on the boat.
We can go on the boat.
Let's go on the boat.
We have a lake home. We can go to the lake home.
So my favorite date night would be on Mandy's boat.
At the lake house.
Just pre-note
doing
that it's not.
doing our
not-
podcast.
Just so we're clear, it's not Mandy's boat.
Really, that's just the three of
But
us.
Mandy knows a guy. Mandy has some pull.
The three of us can have a date night.
Yeah, we can absolutely.
that.
And we can bring the kids.
Yeah,
We can bring
absolutely.
the kids.
That'd be so much
the
fun.
cottage for the day and the tubes, the kayak.
Oh my gosh.
Adventure-based best
Yeah.
night
Kids would
ever.
love
Yeah.
Best date night.
So we did that. I'm gonna say, like, if we're going for a quicker dinner where we don't necessarily need to get dressed up and we just want to be like with the local flair, we love to go to Mackinac. Love it. And if you haven't experienced Mackinac, it's been around for a long time, but Love the smell when you come in, because you always got the fire outside going. So it smells like a true fire pit and gets you into like this rustic vibe.
It's been forever since I've been there.
Yeah, and they have great music. Well, also, let's do that. I'll treat you to Mackinac. And then
insert Allie into Mandy's
Allie and
date
Baxter.
night with Shane.
Yep. And then, but if you're going to go on a date with Shane, I have to be along.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Insert
We're not trying
Allie
to
into
date
the perfect
Yeah.
date night with Mandy and Shane.
There you go. And you got to,
You're not
Getting
You're not
left out
asking
of
to
this.
go on
I
a
want to
date
go
with
too.
you guys have to remember not to glorify
Triple date night.
That's what I'm saying.
not to glorify
That'd be a lot of fun,
divorce, because I never want to do that. But Shane and I have a life without children.
It's true.
So
my timeline's running out on that.
We can go on the boat for
True.
a date night. We can go
Or for a weekend.
We're in a
Yeah.
different situation. If we're going to one of my favorite dinner restaurants is the Lasky Tap. In
That's really
Wrightstown.
good. I was there a couple months ago.
The food melts in your mouth
Loved
like
it.
butter every single bite.
The risotto
We're
there.
going tomorrow night for Valentine's.
Yay.
Oh, I will take you.
I have never been there, and I have heard nothing but amazing
Phenomenal.
things about
I think
it.
I've
I love
also invited you for a girls' night.
You have.
there, so
Yeah, let's just rip apart Allie.
I've invited her.
She's trying to
and
invite
she
herself
said
to all the things.
No,
Like, Sally, get some friends.
she did not take me up on it. So,
Sure.
yeah, that would be my perfect date night.
love
Anywhere
that.
with, really, I have to tell you this, as mushy as it sounds, anywhere I get to go with Shane is my favorite place to
I'm
be.
the same way with Rachel
That's
too.
so true.
And
That's so good.
I will tell you, like, I don't highly recommend divorce, but sometimes second chances are a lot better.
Preach it.
That's a beautiful.
There you
Totally
go.
agree with you on that.
There you go.
I'll ask this question to you ladies because my kids asked me this yesterday. I had a video shoot at a coffee shop yesterday, and they asked me, they said, well, Dad, what's your favorite coffee shop? And I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Like coffee ambiance, there's a lot of questions.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot harder of a question.
It's a
Than
loaded
when they
question.
asked that to me, I was like, well, like, because my favorite coffee shop and my favorite coffee to drink are two different places.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
So like,
Same.
yeah.
Actually.
So like my favorite coffee to drink, I will go to my grave drinking Mile 22 Roastery. They're out of Black Creek and out of Clintonville. Love it. Shout out to Alicia Forsberg. They're incredible. Love their coffee. But my
Okay.
favorite coffee shop is Door County Coffee up in Bailey's Harbor. Or not Bailey's Harbor, up in
Egg Harbor, Fish Creek.
Carlsville.
Yes.
That's the city, the little one.
Right across from the distillery.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So love everything about Door County Coffee.
That's what you like to drink.
I love the shop.
Oh, got it.
Yep. I love my favorite coffee to drink is Mile 22.
Okay.
Favorite shop overall would be Door County Coffee Company. Close second to I love drinking their coffee as well.
Yeah.
And Taza's an honorable mention, obviously, as well, and the Exchange as well. But but that's kind of like my couple.
Got
I would
it.
say. But I'm like, if I had to pick like favorite coffee to drink and favorite coffee shop, those are two different places.
Yeah.
Mile 22 is adorable, but it's just really small.
Got it.
So
Yeah, Taza's my favorite coffee to drink
okay,
because I go there every single day, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Except in the new year, I stopped going there every day. So
Every other day.
3 to 4 times a week is what I'm capping myself at.
And by
3 to
every day,
4.
she meant 6 to
Rinse
7
every
times a week.
other hour.
Every day. Crap. I really need to like reel back in on this because I really should start making my coffee at home again. Anyway,
You might as well just make your
Voyager's
coffee at Taz.
Bakehouse.
Oh,
is
I've heard you
everything
talk
to
about
me.
them. Yeah.
I love them so much. I love the owners so much. And the vibe and ambiance and aesthetic. And when I go there and I sit down to actually work, not only do they have amazing coffee, but they have amazing food and good eats. And the sourdough
I really
bread
need to
is
go.
just amazing.
I've not been yet.
I meet with clients there, a lot of brides and maternity clients and things like that when I do consultations. And it's just I walk in there and I'm like, I'm at home. I love it. There is something about an aesthetic of these
I
places.
feel that way with Taza.
That is just like very important to me. So Taza would be my favorite coffee to drink because they make my latte perfect every single time. Voyager's Bakehouse.
She is a regular, though. I
Very
mean,
much. She might as
Honestly,
well,
though,
you might
I
as well
have
make
been
your coffee.
all over.
Then.
I mean, when we were traveling, I didn't get a latte for 6 days because
Nothing compared.
I mean, also in another country, like they have coffee. They have black coffee.
Right.
At a
Yeah.
all-inclusive resort, you're not going to a coffee shop and getting a latte every day.
Correct.
Right.
You're getting black coffee and you have to put your own creamer in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like very much
Boo.
looking forward to my coffee when I got back, and
Yeah.
it was life-changing. Coffee is like one of my love languages.
same.
Like if you ask me to go out for coffee, I'm there. I just love it.
Definitely a drug.
That's a way to my heart tenfold.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
I love it. I mean, I'll chime in that all of them are equally my favorites. I kind of have to do that.
Do you?
Because I just
Do you have coffee shops in your magazine?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
How many?
Taza.
That's right. I was like, I thought there was at least one in there.
Yeah, they're a favorite. I do take a lot of meetings and do a lot of meetings at Taza. Yeah. I do make my coffee at home. If I'm not working, I make it. If I'm not working in the community, then I go there. But if I'm working from home, I'll make it. And I make coffee for my kids. I make coffee for Shane every day. And
so I do
whipped cream and I do, I make it with love. So it tastes good, right?
So much love.
Yes. But I mean, we could probably go on all day about favorite coffee. Things, movies, that kind of thing. But
I have a question. What type of coffee maker do you have? Do you have like an espresso or do you
have
like
a Keurig, but we've actually talked about going back to a pot.
I want to get an espresso.
I want to get an espresso really bad.
I've had them before and they're delicious.
I full disclaimer, I drink my coffee like hot chocolate. So it's not really coffee. It's more cream and sugar with a little bit of coffee.
Hey, that's how I drink mine.
And whipped cream and sprinkles.
All right, I'll be over tomorrow morning.
Okay, perfect. I will make you coffee.
Fair enough.
Make you all coffee.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your next question? Go, Allie.
Oh, I don't have one.
You don't have one? Mandy, what about you? You don't have another one?
How about favorite movie you've seen recently?
Oh, gosh. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Oh, really?
I'm working my way through the John Wick series right now.
Oh, so good.
I've seen the first two. Wick? I do. It's been very good. I'm a Keanu fan, so that works out really well.
I mean, he's a great martial artist.
I've never seen that.
For the first time, I just saw Home Alone a couple months ago, just to give you any context. I saw Mandy's face drop, so yeah. My boss was.
Seen that. Okay, maybe that was a bad question. Should we do a different question?
I was homeschooled.
I haven't watched a lot of TV lately either.
No.
If somebody was going to pay you to go on a plane tomorrow to do your job right now, anywhere in the world, and say, Allie, I want you to go shoot XYZ, where are you going?
Wait, what?
Everything's paid for. You're going to get paid to shoot whatever type of shoot you want, but they're putting you on a plane tomorrow to fly you.
Yeah, Greece.
Yep. Greece. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Why Greece?
I just want to go over there.
Okay. That's cool.
A dream. One of my best friend is from Croatia. Oh. And I want to experience their culture, and their landscape is just beautiful. And it's just a dream to go there. So that would be where I would choose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine would be Italy. I would love to go shoot, whether it's lifestyle or sports specific for soccer in Italy. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, chime in. I would like to do family photography for somebody in Greece, not necessarily a wedding.
The Costa Possibles, because they always have the OS's, like the
yeah,
and Acropolisilisms or whatever, right? Yeah. Like that's always the Greek last names always or something of that nature.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Okay. Where about you?
What would that be?
I have Thailand's on the list.
Really?
I have Tokyo on the list.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, just for different reasons.
Sure.
Do you know where I really want to go that's not like super elaborate or crazy is Banff, Canada.
Oh, same.
Banff is on my list.
Oh, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar.
I just want to stand there and have beautiful pictures taken of me.
Totally.
And yeah, the water is like the most beautiful blue you've ever seen. And
that sounds incredible.
Yeah, let's go to Banff.
I feel like Canada is highly underrated.
I agree.
I would love to go more. I've only done Toronto twice, and I loved it.
Never been to Canada.
Love Toronto.
Yeah, I have, but it's been years and years.
It's an easy drive from here. Yeah. It's really not that bad. It's
Toronto. On my bucket list.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds amazing.
There's also a place in South Carolina that my daughter posts about often. There's a cross up on the mountains and you go to watch the sunrise, and I can't think of what it's called right now, but that is a bucket list thing.
That sounds beautiful
for her and I to do. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this tip, a little bit off track, but anytime you have a $5 bill, tell this to your kids too. Anytime you ever get a $5 bill, save it. Don't spend it. Put it in I put mine in a recipe box. So if you're ever going to rob my house, go for the blue recipe box. There's $5. But we've been doing it for years, and someday we'll take that money and we'll go on a trip. I love that. Just with our $5. So every time she posts, like I post something from Banff, we're like $5 trip. Yeah. Or, South Carolina. Cause it's got to be doable. Right. Right. But she's been collecting $5 bills now since she was like 14. Yeah. Oh, wow. So that's our destination money. So you have young kids, start doing it now. That's really Put away your $5 and for something fun to do with them. Yeah. But those are like spiritual places that I want to go to feel like there's a difference. I love to go to some beautiful places. Yeah. I'd love to go places that are all technology, and I'd love to go to really fast place. Australia and watch a concert. In the what do they call it? The Opera House. Yes. I'd love to do all of those things, but there's some spiritual things that I'd love to be drawn into, and I'd love to do those with my children when they're ready, or should they want to. Because I think that you can't forget those moments. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's really interesting. Yeah. So are you guys a country person or more like a city person? Like Living
Living-wise.
music? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Living wise.
Living city.
Listen, I tell you, we have the lake house and
With the boat.
there's nothing quite like it when you go up in the winter and it's quiet and calm and peaceful, but I need people.
Yep. Man,
Yeah, the
I'm,
reason I
I'm the
asked-
same way with you. I love it in
Yep.
small spurts. I'm happy
I can
to
do
go
it for
to
a
I'm happy to
weekend.
go to the cabin, the lake house, right? For a weekend, even a week
Yeah.
maybe. But after a week I'd be like, I need people.
That's why I
go back.
ask, because we lived in the country for such a long time. I lived way out and it was like only 45 minutes away, but that felt like an eternity when you're driving.
Yeah.
And I thought I loved it and I was so happy there. And then it felt so isolating after a while. And then when we were moving, I felt this huge sense of relief because I thought I was going to be living in the country. I was raised a country girl. I lived in the country my entire life. And then I moved into the city and then I moved back into the country and then way out in the country. And now that I'm back here, I don't think I'll ever be able to live out in the country again. But we have a cabin in Door County. So that'll be like my little slice of country heaven.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's nice to have a place to retreat to, but I can't have it.
Yeah. I feel that
You're
way.
constant every
No.
day.
No,
Exactly.
I feel that way about, I've been able to work with some Airbnb clients and doing more this year, especially. And I'm like, I'm happy to go to a cabin in Tennessee for a few days or do some of that stuff. But I'm like, I'm not interested in
Right.
calling that full
Yeah.
time. Like maybe that might change in 40 years. I don't know. But I feel like I like being in a neighborhood. I like the hustle and bustle, not even like the hustle. Like I hated Milwaukee, was not a fan of living in Milwaukee,
Yeah.
but for
Green Bay
everything
is
else-
not.
No, Green Bay,
living, I don't
DePere, like any of that I am here for.
I love having neighbors. I never thought that I would love having neighbors, but I love people.
Yeah.
People are everything to me. And I love going outside of my house and seeing people and waving at people and just starting conversation. Like, I feel like that's what makes life so much fun.
And when you
Like,
can have the
talking with
balance of
people.
having a good neighbor that you know and you
Yeah.
can call them or you can trust them or but you don't feel like you have to sit with them
Correct.
and have a conversation with them. You can still be
Yeah.
respectful of your space and your privacy. I love
I
that.
have,
I love
I
that
have
about
a great
Green Bay.
balance of that. Yeah.
I have another fast question. So Rachel and I are in the process of nailing down a name for our baby.
Oh, you want Allie and I to name the baby?
Sure. If
Okay.
you really want to. No. My question is, how'd you get your name?
My
Is
name or my
every-
kid's name?
Your name. Because everybody's
my
out.
parents
Everybody's.
named me from the show Ally McBeal.
Oh, I think I knew that. that.
Or Melrose
Can we
Place
talk
is
about
what
our
it was
kids'
called.
You
Her
can
name
talk about
was
your kids'
Allie.
names too. Yeah. I'm happy
Yeah,
to talk about how I got
I
my
remember
kids.
that
Place.
show.
That's how my mom got my
yeah.
name.
How'd you get Mandy? You're a straight up Mandy, right?
Barry Manilow.
Barry Man.
Yep. 1975. Oh, Mandy was
Yeah.
a big hit. And I was born January of 76. And
Okay.
It was like your song, I think. It was the only song on the radio.
Oh.
It's about a dog, actually. I've learned that in the last couple of years. It's actually about a dog. A beagle, I think.
Oh, I love beagles.
Yeah. It was his dog. Yeah. Mandy. Mandy the beagle.
Addison is my daughter's name,
Yeah.
and that was my doll's name growing up.
That's what
You
named her.
manifested your doll into a real human
Manifested
being.
my
The young mom.
My daughter's name, yes.
Yeah.
I was a young mom, but I
were.
was also like growing up. My American Girl doll's name was Addison, Addie, and then
They didn't have those when I was a kid.
my baby doll was always Addie. And so when I was pregnant, at first she was going to be Rory.
Oh,
Yeah, I love
Gilmore
I
Girls.
love the name Rory for a girl.
Yeah.
Rachel does too.
Love that.
But then we couldn't agree. So
Yeah.
Addison was my next, and I love Addie because it's just like cute and you grow into it and it's just like
I love it.
Yeah.
yeah. So, but also my name's Allison. So people are always like, did you just decide to just switch the L's with a D and call it a day? And I was
Yeah.
like, no, there was a lot of thought between this, but
Yeah.
It's my doll.
Most
Rory.
people
she
don't
is
make
my
that
little
decision.
mini me. So
is
Addie and
true.
Allie, we are two peas in a pod, but that's how I got my, Wes,
Yeah.
I guess me and Zach just couldn't agree on a name. And Wesley was the only thing that the only name that we were reading a list, and
We got to
Wesley,
the W's and like, we're going to agree on something before we get to Z.
Wesley was the only name that we were like, yep, we like this. And that's how we got his name. Because I also have so many names of people that I work with. And so
Yeah.
I have a lot of, not aversions, like not like, oh, I don't like
No.
that name, but I've worked with those people. Oh, this person has this kid and that's their name or whatever. And Wesley was one that nobody ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, I love this name. And Wesley Scott just flowed. So
I haven't had a Wesley in my life since high school, I would say.
My
isn't that crazy?
high school boyfriend's little brother's name was Wes.
Aw,
Yeah,
I just
years
love
ago,
it.
I
forever.
work with a Wes.
cool. It's masculine. It's easygoing. Yeah.
Raleigh was named after my dad. So his name is Raleigh,
Oh,
who
really?
I think was named after Raleigh Fingers, who was a baseball player.
Yep.
So his
Brewers.
name is Rolland, but he goes by Raleigh. she was supposed to be McGuire. And then when I had her, she had these like beautiful blue eyes and this fiery red hair. And she was the first granddaughter and first grandbaby. And we decided to name her after my dad. And it was, he saw her and he saw the name on the bassinet and he's like, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, well, it's too late. It's already done. Gavin means mighty warrior. So we researched a lot on Gavin. Gavin Mason. So he's a combination of Mandi and Jason. So it's Raleigh Jace after her dad, Raleigh after my dad and her dad. And then Gavin Mason. And then McGuire is a name that I had in my
It's in your arsenal.
repertoire forever. Way back when, in my old life, I dated a baseball player. And a
Mark
good
McGuire?
friend of his, had a daughter. And it was when Mark McGuire was a huge baseball player.
Sure.
And I named this little girl McGuire. And I fell in
That's
love
cute.
with this little girl.
Yeah.
And I just always loved the name McGuire.
Oh, that's so cute.
So,
I love that.
So then I had my second chance of using the name after, a 10-year break of having kids and have one more. Then you get to use your special name again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
So
that.
what are you guys leaning towards? Are you well, first tell us about the boys. How did the boys get their names?
So I was my parents' favorite restaurant in college, Baxter's.
Baxter.
So they both
Oh my
went to
God.
UWGB, and Baxter's is apparently a very popular pizza place.
No
in Green Bay,
way.
apparently.
Okay.
Closed shortly after I was born or thereabouts, but they were like, yeah, we went there all the time. We're like, we love the name. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. Beckham was my soccer background, David Beckham. That's what he's named after for that. And I had thrown out a bunch of crazy soccer names to my ex-wife, and she's like, no. And then she's like, wait, you said Beckham? I was like, yeah. She's like, I don't know. And then we were talking about Parker. We had talked about Spencer. We had kind of talked about a couple and kept coming back to Beckham. And so we landed on Beckham and love that. So he shares my middle name of Quentin as well. So firstborn, same initials, all that fun stuff. Rio, we came up with in the shower. Like my ex-wife and I were literally taking a shower, and Beckham was one at the time, and had all those little foam letters on the wall that you can play with at bath time or whatever. And so we were literally just talking as she was 6 or 7 months pregnant. She's like, what are we going to name this kid? I'm like, I have no idea. We're going back and forth, and she's playing with the letters on the wall, and she makes the name Rio, and she's like, Rio? She's like, that's kind of an interesting one. I'm like, very different. Yeah, I think so. And so it means water or stream, right? And Beckham's name means homestead by the stream. So their names tie together that
cool.
way. So yeah, when Liz had her daughter, I forget what Meredith means, but all three of those names tie together really nicely for kind of that constant of Beckham right on by the stream, and Rio running wild there in the stream, and then Meredith, something has to do with that as well. So it's really beautiful how it all ties together.
I love that.
So yeah.
So do you have any? Not that you have to give them.
Yeah,
but
we have 4 we're
4.
looking at, but I think we have our top 2 for sure. So the 2 that we won't use are Gus and Ren. So Rio really just wanted to name a baby Gus. She's like, I don't want
Donut.
She's like, I don't want, or Donut like Rio wants.
Yeah.
Rio did tell us he wants Jesus, Blippy, and Nolan are his 3 as well.
Jesus and Blippy are good contenders.
Yeah, I mean, they got good brands already, right?
Top 2 right there.
Correct. Yeah, and Beckham wanted Jerry. It was another one spelled Jeary.
Oh, okay.
So, and Nolan was Nlin. So like,
I mean,
he's never going to get
you
his
need
name
to write
right.
all these down, right?
We have pictures of them. Yeah, we've saved them. So
That's
cute.
adorable.
Yeah.
because we gave them like 8 names the other night just out of curiosity, like with 2 of them being the ones that we really want to use. And we're like, and they didn't. Neither of them picked the names that we were like, oh, we like these. We're like, we're just curious to see like what they think of these names. So they like Rachel's name more than my name, which I was like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, we feel like we are confident in what it is. There's no ties to any family members at all, which sometimes you try to do, right? With the first one, sometimes you try to tie it in, but her parents and grandparents, nothing really. And same from my side too. Like we all kind of have weird names. So it wasn't of like, it wasn't like someone's name is Michael or, something that's easy that it just kind of flows. Her dad's name is David, so we might try to work that in as like a middle name, but I'm not officially sure on that.
Got it.
Well, we'll probably wrap up here, but I'll trump you guys with the strange name. My sister, her first name is all of the first letters of my grandma's, great-grandma's, and great-great-grandmother's names. So her name is Comique. And it's Comeec. It's Cornelia, Olena, Mavis, Elsie, Edith, and Caroline.
What?
And we have one living grandma left for the M. Mavis is holding on. So she is named, her name was created out of the initials of grandmas, great-grandmas, and great-great-grandmas.
That's cool.
First letters of their names. Really there was enough vowels, right? The O and the E.
It's like a Scrabble word, right?
I can't believe I'm thinking this. I'm like, so much thought. And it's like,
I know. I'm like, Mandy Sue. Erica Ann, Mandi Sue, and Comeek Micah.
Wow.
Yes. And back in the day, and our maiden name was Heidebrink.
all of your names are beautiful, by the way, but I just can't help
I'm going to tell my mom you hate my name.
No, because you're like, it's named after a dog.
Yeah, I'm named after a dog. She's named after a beautiful
story that you're closing this episode with about Comeek.
But the best part is way back when, before everything was digital, and on the SATs, and you had to fill out the circles.
The circles, yeah.
Comeek, Micah, Heidebrink. She was like, before I could even take the test, my hand was sore.
Yeah, I bet.
Filling in all the circles.
That's a beautiful name.
People often ask me if she's not white.
I guess you would assume so if you didn't know.
She's just as white as I am.
Yeah.
Same hair, same eyes, same face.
She's your full blood sister.
Yep, 100%.
Huh.
I don't know if my parents were.
Maybe.
Who knows? I mean, it was the 70s.
I mean, it's the third time last baby. Like, we got to make this really meaningful.
Yeah, this is our last effort.
Our boy names are not nearly that cool.
And I think my older sister was supposed to be Sam, but my dad was away in the guards and missed it. And my mom named her Erica.
Huh.
Yeah, because he couldn't make it home in time. So she was, Anyway, I get digressed, which happens often.
It's okay.
So, yeah. So few quick little facts about us. Maybe we'll do this again.
I love it.
Another,
it's a fun way to wrap a season.
Know us as people.
Yeah. Or even too, I think we should put this out there for you guys to answer. On our social media or something. You can answer those. We'll maybe put a little write-ups that you can answer.
I love it.
Maybe they could drop some baby names and throw you guys for a loop.
Yeah, some ideas. Sometimes it's nice to have different.
This will come out before then, so we'd love to hear. We feel pretty confident about the one or two that we want to go for, but anything is always helpful.
I was McGuire for Raleigh until the minute
That's why we have two, because I was like, I know you like that name, but what if
that wasn't even
name?
Raleigh wasn't even in the running. It was like, oh my gosh, we need to name her after my dad.
Interesting.
I love that.
Yeah, so cool. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks you guys for sticking with us for this long today.
We love you,
and also for 10-ish episodes.
A little over 10, I believe, after this one comes out.
I mean, maybe we can get 10 more. Or
thanks for sticking around.
More interviews, more fun, new experiences. All that season 2 should be a blast. Yeah, topic suggestions
would be great.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll just sit and talk about us.
Yeah, that
and you don't have to like it.
Love us or leave us.
But we hope you do.
Love us or leave us.
Yes. So thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media.
Yep. Facebook and Instagram, and then Spotify and Apple Podcasts are the best places to listen or watch us on YouTube as well. Just search for The Real Chat.
Podcast.
Podcast.
All
Love
right.
it.
Cool. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.